because this is my day job. Hey everyone, I'm Angela Allen. Welcome back to the Handmade Homestead and Garden. If you're new here, I want to thank you for joining us. If you're one of my regular subscribers, you guys already know how much I appreciate you for coming here, participating in the community, and for our comments back and forth exchanges. It's just so much fun, and you guys really help keep me inspired every day for my day job, because this is my day job. Well, today is the first day, day number 1 of the 365 days of gardening. Let's go. One of the most important things to me as a micro-homesteader and a YouTube content creator is I want to really inspire people to understand that it doesn't matter what your income is, what your property looks like, whether you rent, whether you have a big yard or no yard at all. You can grow food. You can micro-homestead, even if you have a windowsill with some light, even if all you have is a closet and a grow light. You can grow some sort of food to have some security for yourself, to feel like some self-sufficiency can be yours, to feel proud of your efforts, to enjoy eating something you've grown. You can do this too. I'm going to start a new series, 365 Days of Gardening, because gardeners, homesteaders, even micro-homesteaders and urban homesteaders like me, we all work at gardening in some form every day, whether that's rearranging our pantry, designing new systems for the garden, making seed orders, or cleaning and sharpening our tools. Gardening isn't all about hands in the dirt and harvest on the table. It's about all of the work that gets us there every single day. I'm out here in my garden today, and it is cold, it is snowy, I have a winter coat on, and those of you who know me know that no matter what the weather is, I almost never put on a winter coat. So today is January 1st, and the first day of the year is my first day of my new gardening season. So I do a lot of planning today. I think about what's been in my spaces in the garden previously and what I plan to plant in it in places this year, how I'm going to move crops around, what I'm going to add, what I'm going to subtract, that kind of thing. So I've come out here to the garden to get a look at it, and it looks pretty barren, that's for sure. I look around and I can see lots of pruning that needs to be done. Because my 2 apple trees do have canker, I did start pruning a little bit early this year, even before it was truly cold enough for them to be dormant. But I still have not pruned the rose bushes. They are pretty wild, and I haven't pruned either of the 2 peach trees or the pear tree. I usually do pruning in February. That way I'm assured everything is very, very dormant. And I spray again. Then I spray copper fungicide in February as well. So I will be getting to that in just a few weeks. But for now, I'm going to walk around, take stock in the garden, just kind of make a mental list in my head of what I need to do coming up in the next few weeks. And just, a little pre-spring dreaming. It's always a good time for that. I have started the Pantry Challenge for the Three Rivers Homestead Pantry Challenge, because using up what's in your pantry, certainly using up the food that you have preserved and put away that you produce in your garden, is part of gardening in my mind. So you'll see that in here too. No matter where you are in your gardening journey, there should be something for you in this series. Let's take a look at some of the work I've got to do in the next couple of weeks and start making a list, because gardening is something that you do 365 days a year. As you can see, it does look pretty barren out here. But there is still plenty of work to do. There's a lot of rose bushes to prune. Can you see all those thorns? That's pretty crazy. Those really need to come down a lot. And I have 2 16-foot panels of New Dawn roses incredibly beautiful, beautiful roses. But if I don't trim those down, you rose growers know that roses grow on the top of the stem if the stems get long, and if you want roses all along them, I really have to train them sideways. So I need to thin them out. That's going to come up in another couple of weeks, just mid-February probably, when I get a couple of nicer days. These front 2 apple trees have already been pruned, but you can see way back there the fruit trees, the peach trees have not. So those are on my list. Let's take a minute and just look at the snowy paths. It's so interesting to see a garden with no footprints. That is pretty funny to me. It's pretty funny. Can you see the bunny tracks? There's a rabbit that comes in here and eats out of my garden every time I plant anything. So I can see he's still been here, and he's coming from somewhere over the top of my compost pile and out in the yard. Well, there's my garlic. It's still poking up through the snow and the cold. It's still not died back. It's still just poking up and doing well. We've had some very, very cold days, very, very cold nights too, and it's still doing okay. There's a surprise. This is quite a bit of shade, but I want to show you guys this because I think it's really interesting. Remember last summer when these compost piles were super, super high? I'll insert a picture in here so you can see. Well, this is what happens in just a couple of short months of rain and weather and sitting. They settle, and that middle one has really settled quite down a lot. And all that compost in the middle bin that you see is already usable for spring's garden. So I'm pretty excited about that. But that is such a huge difference than how it looked in the fall just a couple of months ago. Leave me a message down below and let me know what your plans are for this time of year. Tell me when your gardening season starts. Do you start on the 1st of January like I do, or do you wait more for springtime to get your plans in place and to get going with what you're going to start for seedlings and stuff? I start seedlings right off because I do live in Rhode Island, so we are zone 7A. It's fairly temperate, but it does get very, very cold, as you can see by the snow all over the ground. We have a pretty long growing season. It is long enough to grow pretty much anything that we want to grow. Well, as always, thank you for joining me today. Well, we walked around the garden, did our video for the first of the 365 Days of Gardening series. It's been so fun to spend time with you, and you are well appreciated. Please remember to like and subscribe. It helps us so much with the algorithm. We are actively trying to grow this channel, and our growth depends on you. Take care.